There we go, jewel encrusted. So what we could do now is actually colour the design. So we've got our swatches over here. We can also make our own swatches. So I really love coral at the moment. It's quite a popular colour for this summer. So what we can do is select the object that we want to colour. So this is the skirt, and then we select the swatch. Now that's a little bit dark, so I want to do a little bit lighter. So if we hit colour, see, I can actually make it a little bit lighter here. So it's quite nice. And when you make a new colour swatch, what you can do is grab this colour swatch and drop it into your swatches so I can refer back to it. Then I'm going to select this. Now with our diamante, so what we could do is actually create a colour ourselves. So got the Pantone. So now what I'm going to do is use these cyan, magenta, yellow to actually make silvery colour. Look great. And we could do lots of different colours. Okay, so what we're going to do now is you can select a few at a time. So if you hold down the shift key, so I'm just selecting random beads at the moment, and then we're going to select a colour. So now I can select and that's giving like a mottly effect. So if we zoom back out, you can see how that looks quite nice now. It actually looks like it's diamantes or stones. Now, pretty much right, so I've just designed an evening dress. So what I might like in your collection, you need to think, what are your key shapes? What are your key shapes that suit your target market and their body shapes? So for me, this is probably a great shape that will look good on a size 8, look good on a size 12. So it doesn't matter what size they are, it's going to be quite flattering. So this could be our evening wear shape, but I may take this same shape and use it in the day wear collection as well. So what I could do is actually select all of these diamantes. So use the shift key again to deselect a shape that you don't want. And we want to delete that. So just delete that, because this will be used in the day wear. Now let's import a fabric. So you go File, Place, because you'll place a picture basically. Now let's I quite like this floral here. Place. Zoom back out. So here we have a floral design. So let's just make it a little bit smaller. I'll show you how to clip something in here. So I want to make a duplicate of this pattern. Shall I see how I've just put that into the swatches? And it's letting me now select. There we go. That was quite easy. So we've got a brand new dress in the day wear. So what we might like to do, I'm actually thinking it would be really nice to pick up this pinky coral colour and actually have like a bow or something like that. So let's draw a bow. Now what you can also do, see I've just drawn like the ribbon, I guess, dropping down, is you can go Command C or Control C and then Command V, which is paste. So I've just copied and pasted the same object. Now this is really cool. What you can do is something called reflect. So what I've done is selected that, hit the Control key, you go transform, reflect. What we're going to do is 90 degrees and see how it's just made exactly the same shape but reflected it. So there's my two little bows, and we'll do the center, be like a tie. And so I'm selecting all of this now, and then I want to go Command G or Control G, and we've just grouped this together. So we'll do a little bow there. Oops. And it didn't have an outline, so let's give it an outline so you can see it a little bit better. And there you go. Now if you wanted to, you can play around. The great thing about Illustrator is you can play around with this. So if you actually wanted it in a pinky colour, you can change it. Just play around with something that's going to suit. And then if you didn't like the bow in that place, you can put it in the center. If you wanted to, you could actually make this whole panel here the contrast color, like that. You can make the bow smaller or larger. And see, I haven't actually drawn the flounce of the bow, but if you wanted to, you could actually draw it. So again, select this, hold down the Control key, we go transform, reflect, we want to reflect at 90 degrees, press OK. Now what I did is I didn't remember to copy. So if you go back, we just go Control C, Control V, so copy and paste. Now press the Control key again, transform, reflect, 90 degrees. Here we go. Now what we want to do is move this to the front, so we go Control, Arrange, Bring to Front. Move this in a little bit closer. And then what you might like to do is add a little bit of detail to it. So we'll just draw some lines. Like that. Now the lines, I tried to sort of the smaller lines, which are not the outlines, I try and make it like a little bit thinner because it's not a major detail point. It just makes your designs look a little bit better. So you have it quite nice.